Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that,
Kanye West sent the internet spinning again after he went online and dragged the Kardashians straight into the middle of Britney Spears' darkest chapter. The timing couldn't have been worse for them. Just hours after they showed up in a new video with Britney, looking a little too comfortable, if you ask most people, Kanye stepped in and started talking about money, influence, and a $200 million scheme that he claims nearly pulled him under too. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you love this kind of content. All right, let's dive in. People have been piecing together the Kardashians' connection to Britney's conservatorship for months. But Kanye added details that most folks had never heard before. He didn't hold anything back. According to him, the Kardashians weren't just close to the people running the conservatorship. They allegedly profited from it. And not just a small cut. Kanye claims the number reached into the hundreds of millions. Now, before we get into what Kanye said, we need to go back to Britney's conservatorship itself. For anyone who forgot the timeline, Britney was locked into that arrangement from 2008 until 2021. During that time, she lost control over her finances, medical decisions, work schedule, basically everything. When the Mother-Free Britney movement exploded in 2021, people started digging. That's when Lou Taylor's name surfaced everywhere.
Kim Kardashian decides to unfollow Diddy, right? Well, come to find out, this person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor woman is also on the board of Hillsong's church home. Follow me, go with me. They is doing all of this, child, in the name of the Lord. Just follow the story. Now, to cover myself, everything in this video is a legend, honey. This is what I digged up, and I don't know how much truth is to it, but there's reportings, okay? So everything that I'm saying is allegedly. Keep that in mind. So, Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that, Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, a whole husband, and they doing ministry and everything. Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? So come to find out, Lou Taylor. Okay, so Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She's like a business manager icon.
Lou Taylor owns a management company called TriStar. According to court documents and multiple reports, she played a major role in how the conservatorship was formed. Britney's dad, Jamie Spears, reportedly owed Lou around $40,000. Instead of paying it back the normal way, the story goes that they came up with a plan to put Britney into a conservatorship that would not only cover the money he owed, but also funnel massive amounts of her earnings into accounts controlled by Jamie and Tristar. Britney's mom even wrote in her memoir that Lou and Jamie discussed the conservatorship while Britney was still in the hospital. That part always bothered people, because it meant the decision may have been made before Britney even had a chance to recover. So where do the Kardashians fit into this? According to several public filings, Lou Taylor wasn't just orbiting their world, she was embedded in it. From 2020 to 2021, she was listed as the person who handled legal service for multiple Kardashian-Jenner companies. That means if Kim's KKW fragrance got sued, papers went straight to Lou. Same for Kylie's King Kylie LLC, the Kardashian-Jenner Family Foundation, Kendall's 818 Tequila, and even Travis Scott's business. Fans noticed that money seemed to flow through Tristar at the same time Kylie Cosmetics suddenly exploded. That's when people began asking whether Britney's earnings were being used to boost Kardashian ventures. One fan who spent months tracking financial documents claimed that the Kardashians didn't just make $200 million, they made closer to $600 million. According to her, Kim was able to buy a mansion in cash right after this period, and she believes the timing wasn't a coincidence. Journalist Liz Crokin also posted a long thread last year saying, The Kardashians and Diddy are clients of Lou Taylor's TriStar. Taylor was the mastermind of Britney Spears' illegal and corrupt conservatorship. She went on to say that Kylie's cosmetics line may have been used to wash Britney's money through TriStar accounts. Now, could all of that be coincidence? Possibly. But the pattern keeps getting deeper, because Britney wasn't the only one Lou reportedly targeted. Lindsay Lohan's name came up too, though her father pushed back so hard that it never went anywhere. And that's where Kanye comes back into the picture. He claimed publicly that the same group tried to put him under a conservatorship. He said doctors were preparing to diagnose him with conditions he didn't have, which would justify heavy lithium treatment. He even asked them directly how much lithium they planned to give him. He said it took them 4 days to answer, and when they finally did, he refused because he feared he'd end up just like Britney.
They tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah. So look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see there's not much of her left.
Kanye explained it in an interview once. He said that if he had agreed to take the medication, he wouldn't be here. He believes the public would have been told he spiraled, and that would have been the end of his career and possibly his freedom. Whether you agree with him or not, he sounded deadly serious. Lithium is a key detail here, because Britney testified in court that her family gave it to her in large doses during the conservatorship. She said it made her feel drunk and unable to fight back. Hearing Kanye tell a similar story made a lot of people look at the situation differently. This is where the conversation shifts again, because Lou Taylor was also connected to Diddy. And when Diddy's trafficking accusations surfaced, rumors spread that money was moving through a church connected to Kris Jenner. Years ago, Kris opened something called the California Community Church. Members, including celebrities, were reportedly expected to pay $1,000 per month just to belong, plus tithes over 10%. People online believe that church functioned less like a religious space and more like a financial vehicle. Some even said it received large charity donations, including from Diddy, that were allegedly used to handle payouts behind the scenes. None of this has been proven, but it's the kind of rumor that keeps resurfacing because so many names cross over. And while all this was going on, the Kardashians were still publicly supporting Britney. They posted about the Not Gersh Free Britney movement and acted like they were rooting for her. But fans didn't buy it, especially not after Lou Taylor showed up at Kris Jenner's birthday party, smiling and posing like nothing ever happened. So with all this tension already simmering, Britney suddenly appeared in a video with the Kardashians recently. She was lying on a vibrating bed, talking to them like everything was normal.
Oh, we're just chilling.
In our geriatric bed.
Yeah. This bed vibrates. What the fuck?
After all the history, it didn't sit right with anyone. People felt like Britney was being pulled into something again, either through manipulation or just because she never had the right people around her in the first place. Comments flooded in immediately. Some people said the Kardashians were trying to get close to Britney to clean up their public image. Others warned that Britney trusts people too quickly and always pays the price. One person even said they're going to get her into another conservatorship before she realizes what's happening. Meanwhile, Kanye's warnings keep echoing, whether people think he's right, wrong, or somewhere in the middle. The overlap between his story and Britney's story is hard to ignore. So here's what I want to know. Do you think the Kardashians were actually tied to Britney's conservatorship? Or are people connecting dots that don't belong together? And what do you make of Kanye's claim that they tried to put him under the same kind of control? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to dive deeper into the mess behind Hollywood's most powerful families, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one.